Well, hopefully everything is honky-dory now. That is good. Pretty sure I know what was causing it, but no biggie. It's actually truly no problem. It was just a thing I put on by accident. Well, I could blame the gremlins or blame my inability to use technology. So, let's blame the gremlins. I forget what we did with this. Like, I know what it's for, but we had some sort of setup. We had that mechanism thing. Because we, get one of them. Need, no. Okay, yeah. So we got to make lava. I don't think that has to be on bucket mode. We'll have to sift a bunch of dust, because that's the only way to get this stuff. We need a button as well. Okay, that's working fine and dandy. Now, redstone to pop it back up, and then we jump again. 4 of these to make 1 bucket worth. There is automatic squeezes and all that take power, but we're further away from power than we were last time. Though I'm probably not gonna take as long to get to it. I was gonna do things a little slower last time, but now that everything's been reset and we're doing this again, I'm probably not gonna do it a bit slower. Still gonna have fun and do it at my own pace. That was a fuss. So we won't actually do that part right now. We need a cauldron, which means more iron. Nope, we're gonna need a bunch of resources actually. So I should have fish. Yep. Because that thing pops out fish like crazy if you've got a hopper to it like this, and you auto feed the fishing rods. It just goes and goes and goes. It seems to be quicker than just having one in there. Could just be one of those feeling things, but it seems to, like, every second something was flying out. I might have enough wool string to actually make some, and while it's running we can do that. Flax. A little bit more. It takes 2 string per fishing rod, so we'll make 3 fishing rods. That thing only holds 1 extra space, so we might have to deal with that. With this. And one real hopper. At least we can have an input as well. That's the downside of those wooden hoppers. No input. Like that, and look at it go. We'll actually try and leave it like that. And we'll just collect the stuff after it's all done. And we'll see how much we actually collect. And while I do this, we do have the capability for the automated watermill things, but until we get into Create or start using Create a little bit more, I don't want to set up the power like that because I don't know where I want to put it. I'll probably put it over there actually, out of the way. But it can end up starting looking quite ugly, just shoving everything everywhere. So we got over a stack, melted, smelted, sifted. Oh, we're about to die. Probably be better off cooking this thing, to be honest. So, yes, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to do the math. So we need 5 bits of charcoal because we got 5 stacks of 8. And yeah, bunch of coral. Sometimes you can get the enchanted armor like this and decent stuff. Seems like we're quite on. Oh, it's a jungle. That's actually going to hurt us. Jungle is one of the worst things to actually do it in if you want anything other than fish. So that's our food sorted. If we want anything else, yeah, it's going to be rare to impossible. That's a bother. There's no reason why we shouldn't stay. Ooh, a bottle of water. Now that's handy, isn't it? We need a bottle of water. Not. We can get sand from our cobblestone, so we can get glass, so we can get glass bottles. So that is pretty much one of the most useless things. It like saves a few steps. I was gonna say, gotta be done soon. I thought this cyclic hopper told you 61 what? Okay. 60 what? $61 can go back in there. This stuff away. And then we have that on us. We'll put the sticks away just because we can see we have sticks. Has it gone through one yet? Yes, it's on its second. Let's see what we get. And because it's one block of water, we can't actually go that quick. Now we can, because obviously we're going to the deeper stuff. But we zoom, zoom, zoom. Don't think I've seen a saddle yet. Not that it's all that important. I think. I haven't seen a recipe for a saddle yet, but who knows. Okay. Out of all that, we got almost a stack of cod, 19 salmon, 10 puffish. Yes, I've eaten that for the hearts. Bunch of coral, some armor, ink sacs, tropical fish. So yeah, it's not overly awesome, but when you're looking to survive, and food is highly important, especially with the fact that we have this thing, it's actually important for us now. Sleep. That's what I was doing. Ugh. Need the sugar in that energy drink right now. And yeah, I thought, now they could have been fixing, but I thought they changed it so spiders and that couldn't actually spawn on leaves. I know they were one of the only things that could once they patched it. Way back now, they patched it so everything can't. But I thought they patched it so nothing can spawn on leaves. Because a lot of the spawns are on top of like trees and leaves and all that. So if you're like loading, thinking, doing something, you can actually get unlucky and get a spider or whatever. Say you spawn like there. This is like 24 blocks away. Spider, 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 and it comes to get you. And I thought they changed that so new players and kids and all that didn't rage quit after they spawned in and got totally annihilated. Because obviously once you play the game a couple of times, you know what to expect, so you're less likely to be annihilated by something like that. It happens. You think you're safe, you turn away, all of a sudden, you get eaten by something. But yeah, obviously new players get attacked by things that people who have played a while are less likely to. Or they get attacked by it because they don't know better. Experienced players, it's because they've been silly or just don't care. And they get attacked and it's like, oh well. Because when you spawn, it's not a big deal to not actually live. Like too much gets made out of first death and everything. So we need another. So what's that? That's I want to say 48. Yes. My math worked. We'll keep the coal. We want. Oh, bother. 6. Get some more berries. That's pretty much all we're getting from this. No, not throw it. fish. I don't... It's got to be jungle. I'm pretty sure I've got half, even quarter of the apples that I did on our other world. And that was in an ocean. This is in a jungle, obviously. All the way, I think. Yeah, jungle all the way. So, yeah. I'm getting less apples from these oaks in the jungle than I did oaks in the ocean. So, yeah. It's not exactly awesome. Okay. Cauldron for our lava. It's quite an expensive thing, but it's renewable at least. Where'd it go? Fluid hopper. We'll craft another one. It is, I want to say 4 iron, 2 redstone. Or 4 and 4. We'll move. I did not do that. I may have bumped it, but it could have moved. I think it's called a tank. 4 and 4. Next one. Yeah, it takes these things. We're not quite at mechanism like that yet. On second thought. No. That is silly. Why would that ever work? Wait, like that. This might get a little ugly. Like that. No. We are not using wood. I have that. You know, I had some other stuff. 1, 2, 3. So that is our lava block. And our squeezer should have enough room to do its thing. You are kidding. Of course, we didn't bring the lava bucket. Reset that. Else it won't work, I'm pretty sure, if it is not fully up. You can't, like, start half down. Where'd it go? I honestly thought for a second we had lost that. Lava. Now, if I remember, there is not any leaks or indicators that it's actually working. Why don't I have anything on me? Dripstone. Now, we could put all 4 if it wasn't actually 1.19.3. Because I'm pretty sure 1.19.3 or 0.2 is where they actually change. Oh, it does have an indicator. Didn't see it last time. Maybe they fixed that. But yeah, 1.19.2 or 0.3 meant a source has to be on top of that. It used to be one of them could do a whole 9. But no, they thought that was too easy to get lava once every, I think, 5 minutes or so. Don't want to make it that easy to get lava because lava is so useful in the game. No. We're talking vanilla. We're not talking modded. Modded lava buckets are way more useful because you can actually run things off it instead of 100 items in a furnace. That's about it. And yeah, it's not that OP 100 items in a furnace. Now we do have all this wood and stuff, but I want to leave it. That ocelot seems bugged out or stuck or something. Now it either eats cod or salmon. I think cod. Oh, hello. Hey! Come on. Come on. Why can't I reach the friend? Oh, fine. You're gonna run over here? We're friends. Come over here. Did I not just see the love heart things? Yeah. So what's this guy's problem? I see you. That guy's our friend. I think that one's going for the other one at the moment. Okay. Ocelots might not be as friendly as vanilla. I would have thought at least a little bit of a bucket. Although the cauldron might not actually get filled up. But there's nothing in here. We'll just have to let it do its thing. But moving on. And the nether. What was this? That, and this, which is the pedestal stuff, which is a whole separate section. Linking tool, which no, go here. Any sort of gem and stuff, and a stick, and the bookshelf. So we can't do that until we go to the nether anyway. I think we got some stuff for books, but I don't want to. The short of it is I don't want to. Botania. How do we get such things? Yes, I saw that. I do remember seeing this. Flowers. Flower. I just want a normal one. No, sunflower. No, you can only get... poppy. That's a basic flower. Grass. We can't bone meal this. Are we supposed to get grass? Hello. I didn't actually know that these are note blocks in here. Oh, that's a experience for the cats. Grass. Oh, wait. Moss. What was that? Oh, are they attacking parrots? Moss blocks. If you do a moss block, I think it does grass and everything. So quest reward for this, which is dirt. Okay, guess we're sifting dirt to get moss blocks to get grass. Oh, good thing I retained a little bit of knowledge from this game. No, wait, we got that. We should have moss blocks then. Moss blocks! Oh, serious? We have to do this, which means we... Oh. Don't like how they put you behind things like that. Means that we need to actually... Come on, figure it out. Nether or... leather. Three. That won't cut it. That's oh wait, it will no it. Because it destroys the bookshelf each time. More fishing rods. Sticks. String. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we got 2 bits of leather out of like 3 fishing rods. Whoops. Need the string first. So yeah, if we're lucky, we get... What do we want? 3 for 1. We need at least 3 more. Because we need both wands, I believe. And both wands take a bookshelf. We got dramatically less from that. That's worrying. Come on, leather. Ooh, there's one. Just checking there's none hiding. Don't look like it. So yeah, we need, okay, that's 2 buckets. That's not enough. We'll probably need a sift. Ooh. More gravel, because gravel gives us diamonds, I believe. Because we obviously need a pick for the obsidian. You're gonna drown, cat. If that cat drowns, it's not my fault. Cat should know better. Whoops. Okay. We have 5 leather. I believe. Oh, there's another one. And the paper we can deal with, we got sugarcane. So we'll bone meal some sugarcane. Providing it can be bone mealed. If not, I should have had it on sooner. String? It's handy. Now, get some bone meal. Please? Yes. Bamboo still sounds better. Okay, create a couple of bookshelves. Then create the pedestal stuff, which unlocks the next bit, when it unlocks moss blocks, which we wanted for grass, which we wanted for the whatever it's called, flowers. And this rain should make everything grow better. Unless it's one of those that it isn't in it. But I'm pretty sure it should grow a little better. Bookshelves. Oh. Need to create the actual books first. 1, 2, 3 is 1, which makes 3. No. That would have been bad. Almost turned it. No. I can't even remember how to make books. Well, that math was terrible. Cats are pushing me buttons. Literally. So that's another book. No, you. 3 books. 9 bits of paper. 1, 2, 3. Did I do the math? Yes. 2 bookshelves. Place 1 there. Stick. I need at least 1 more. But 1 stick and 1 gem. Pretty sure these apatite, or whatever they're called, counts. And there we go. And then I need to smelt up gold. What am I doing? Kind of a count. 2 more charcoal. Got 1. So we'll just pinch a bit from there. That can go first. Okay, that will do. And then bookshelf, same thing. Now we need stone slabs and that linking tool. And we need that in gold. We need another furnace. This. And I'll craft another furnace as well. And that will be our charcoal maker. Put that in there and burn that. Pretty sure that won't actually... Ow! Let's not walk into the fire. Collect all this up. Who knows, we might come across something decent. Doesn't look like it. Just looks like a bunch of fish. Working on its last one, and this has 3 buckets of lava, so that's working nicely. Really just got junk on me for the most part. Now we need some slabs. I think they're there. And then a pedestal shape. And this one. One pedestal. Then for the other thing, another bit of gold. Need one of you, and we get that. Then this we need another bucket. One for water, one for lava. Bucket, bucket. And what are we crafting? No, this. And we should I think we crafted this way. Couple of that. Chopping board. How did we craft a chopping board? Nope. Yes, this. Oh yeah, that's easy enough. We need a bit more wood. 4 planks, 2 sticks. 1 chopping board. Now we need an axe. Have I seriously not got an axe? Apparently not. Hasn't been worth it yet. Need a couple more logs. I think if we put this in our offhand. What's the recipe? 4 bark, 2 bone meal, 2 of that. Do it. Need more bark. And we need some dirt. Do we dirt there? I think bone meal. I think it was bark. Yep. And then we get our moss. Ah, first loot bee. Should drop some stuff soon. Need to make a chest. Don't drown yourself, loot bee. Oh yeah, just drop the stuff off the edge of the world. That's real handy. Okay. Whatever that loot is that it dropped, we didn't get it. It disappeared as we came up to it. So that loot bee was all useless. Except for possibly a sign that we're progressing. Because it happened straight after we actually got the quest done for the moss block. So, 1 moss block. Need a little bit more bone meal probably. I guess we'll just do it here. Now, ta-da! Now we need silk touch. No, shears. Don't need silk touch, we just need a pair of shears. And we can break all of these. And now we got a bunch more moss blocks. If we put down dirt, the grass will actually be replaced. It won't grow into normal grass. So we need to sift that waterlogged. Just double check. Don't want to waste it. No, mixing. No, not waterlogged. That was close. Oh, we got... Okay, we'll sit here and do this. One second while I just check everything is running well. Something does have me a little concerned. Everything seems to be working fine. Okay. Back to this, just so we... No. Get that off our hotbar. We need the gravel anyway, and we'll sift the one dirt. Do. I'll have a drink and rest my face. Okay, half a stack to go. Anything good? Oh, yeah, we're getting some good stuff, so if we were just getting rubbish, then I would have pulled it out. But the RNG is actually working in our favour at the moment. Just eat before we die. Go away, cat. Pushing me around. So rude. This is making me feel like building that water power. But we'll keep doing this just for a little bit longer. Because we need to get an infrastructure up that actually creates the system. Pardon me. And we can't do that right now. Here we go. Now, let's hope we get flowers. All kinds of flowers. Eight to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eat. Oh, I was eating before you took damage. Okay. Flowers? Seriously, nothing? Nothing from that. Did we do something wrong? Any flower, but we didn't have a flower. What the... Fortune, don't you dare shift click me. Okay. Yay! Just blank piece of paper, we can use that. We have no flowers. Let's go through the other quests. Did that, did that, did that. Gotta create the marker which gives us seeds. Did. Collect all that. We get white wool, bookshelf, rain shield, food, golden marshmallow, ancient tome, range augment, and flint. Okay, put the rain thing down. Efficiency +1. Save that. Don't know what that's for. Don't want to use it just in case it's actually a very good thing to get. We'll obviously eat this stuff. No flowers in there. Okay, let's look at this Botania. Botanical skies. Sorry. To get one of these, okay. To get one of these, we need what? Like, it doesn't tell us how to actually... We can get these mushrooms. Pedestal gives us mushrooms. But we need a flower first. Okay. Nothing. Pasture seed is the only thing from that mod we've even got. %30 chance to get flour. Yeah, these are just vanilla. Okay, what can we do with this? We get that from this, but we need the petals. Or that. So we have to... Okay, how do we get a mushroom? Cut up mushrooms. Sift mycelium. We get mycelium. With what? Okay. We need a silk touch shovel. Because these spores should give us mycelium. But we don't have a silk touch shovel. It's pointless. Okay, we got a silk touch shovel. And we just walked into fire again. Nope. I want... $250 durability. It's not exactly a lot. But okay. I am cutting off the area to the grass and placing cobble down. We do not want our mycelium converted over to normal grass. Now, for some reason, if there's a leak or something, we need to actually get rid of it straight away. Wow, that eliminated a lot more grass than I expected. We can put it back, because that stuff will spread. Okay. One mycelium. And we should be able to just go like this. And have all this Botania grass come across. And right now I don't care about the holes underneath. We'll deal with that some other time. But yeah, hopefully that grows and spreads. Otherwise, we'll have to make more of the spores. And when there. To get more of them, it's just dirt. And a 10% chance. So, there and... Oh yeah, it's spreading. Success. Okay, got a bunch of rubbish in the chests and don't know where anything is or what we got. That's organisation for you. Scusi. Okay, what are we doing? We need to figure out the quests again. Okay, we're trying to do that. Sieving and all that. Britannia will allow us to get into that. Storage. Yeah, smelt some things down, but okay, not doing that anytime soon. Backpack. Need more leather. Yes. Laser AE and refined storage and RF tools. The market. That doesn't really help us by the looks of it. Grow some wheat, but we need to actually have. Well, we can buy that from the market, I suppose. Beehives, which will get us into that whole chain. A knife, which will get us another cutting board. And all the different foods, all the different kitchen stuff. Need a carrot. That stuff we're not into. This stuff, still don't know what it's for. Can that just be normal? Or it's got to be this? Oh yeah, it can be normal by the looks of it. So we'll start working on that. Alright, suppose. I forget what we needed. This needed, yeah, just a chisel. And then the other thing required logs, plank, iron, yeah, so smelt up a little bit more iron. Find where I put everything. Oh, got iron. Just threw it away in every container I could think of. What mod is it? It's chipped. Okay. Missing logs and a crafting table. So that would be because I just shoved the logs in the fire. Pop this down over here. Ooh. Nice little deco thing. Bricks. Pots. Blast furnace. Wool. Okay, getting a little bit more complicated down that end. Interesting. Little invisibility charm. Compact machines, building gadgets. There we go. This. Nope. Just didn't see where I had the stick. That's another quest done. Can't do that. Need an ender pearl. This needed 1 clay, 1 brick. If I had clay, where would I have kept it? 1 clay. Pretty sure. Sort of need to put that on to cook. Pretty sure that makes a brick. If I recall correctly. Yes, it does. Now, if I can get that frog out of my throat. Clay there, iron, crafting table, couple of logs. Okay, got iron. Need a crafting table. Okay, crafting table. No. Oh, that's another quest too. I remember that from last time. Okay. That there. I think there, and... Yay! We did it! Rock City! Okay. Guessing this is wood. This is the stone. Cobble. Yep. And we can't. No. Okay. And what does the chisel do then? Oh, chisels, chisel. But we have workstations. Okay. I won't argue. It's part of the questing. Doesn't make sense to me, but I won't argue. This crafting... Oh, it is. It's like a Tinker's. And it should... Yeah. More storage. Okay. Moving on. Pot plants are 3 bricks. So we need 3, 6, 9. A couple of plants. Okay. We're getting some of this stuff done. Might be able to actually design with these things very soon. Not very well. But that's more of a skill issue than the game's problem. 9, I believe I said. 9 clay. So we need 1 of you and 1 of you. So yep, that's cooking. Slabs and sticks and a crafting table again. So we got that. Surely we got slabs somewhere. Got 1. Wait. Oh, string. Slabs. Crafting table. 3 pot plants. What else? 2 sticks. Should have that. Yep. Come on. Well, that's got 30 seconds. Gadgets. Oh, 2 chests. Not that it helps us very much, but hey, we have some big storage monsters going on. Okay. Obviously don't want that in there. That. Quite a bit, actually. Yes. Whoa. Here. That literally has a home. Okay, let's put 3 up there. That, and stick. Botanist. What do you do with it? Ice? Back in a normal ice. So I'm guessing in reverse you can... Okay, so that's nature blocks, wood, stone. Interesting. Oh, the protective bees. We don't have any honey treats or anything for them, so they can go away. Because we're not up to that yet. Can we do this? Ooh. Yeah, it just takes a bit of more time. And this is wool. Does it have to be brown? No. Wood sticks here. So we need... Where'd I put that stone? Stone! There you are. I don't want to do any more smooth stone than need be. 3. 1, 2, 3. Get that out. That's not gonna do it all. Smooth stone. Furnace. Iron. And then we need more. 1, 2, 3. 4. 4 of you. Yes, we'll waste some. It's not that big a deal, the charcoal. Because we can just go. Okay. Yeah. You can just go like this. That's going nicely. Get this and some more dirt. Pick that up. Ooh. That was a huge potential mistake. But it wasn't. Because we can just put one of these back. I thought for a second we lost all mycelium growing capability. But I was worried for nothing. Brick. Ooh, glass. Ay. My sword's still in my chest. I'm getting chased by a chest. Ooh, parkour master. This is why you don't have a chest monster. You can't find anything. Ow. What's that? Increase wearer's maximum health. Where is my belt? Belt slot, belt. Okay, what did it increase by? A little bit by the looks of it. Now, before we're rudely interrupted, glass. Need a hammer. One of you. One of you. One of you. One of you. Okay. Smelt that up. Really, I would have thought a slap would have done that. Okay, now we can craft this. Glass top corner, this is the bottom. I think that was up there. Oh my goodness. We'll put it on here, just so it doesn't go away. Crafting table. Logs. Nope, got that one wrong. Ah, we're missing a piece of iron. Now, I'm going to use all my brain and say this is for glass. The glass blower. Now we got the wool one. The wool. Wool. We got a bunch of wool as a reward. Where is it? Don't know why I can't find anything. It's not like it's a mess. One bit of wool, crafting table, sticks, and logs. Fairly simple. One loom table. Wow. Some of these are quite nice looking. Some glass. TNT. Piston. Redstone torch. Yeah, not making that right now. So we can't do this, so we may as well not make this. Which I don't think we could possibly have enough gunpowder. Oh, we do. Sifting that dust was quite profitable for gunpowder. And obsidian. 2 diamonds and a book. We don't have any more leather. Diamonds, we have 3. So we need to sift dust to even get that. Okay. We got the mycelium. What were we going to do with it? We were going to sift it in andesite. for mushrooms. Get the mushrooms. And a color turns into a special mushroom. Color. Colors. What, if anything, do we have? We have these, but we have no jungle trees. Oh, beetroot. Where's the garden tool? Ooh, flux. Let's go durability. I was hoping it was one of those reward type things where no durability. Might as well put some tomatoes down. Tomatoes. We'll create that market too, because we do need a jungle to grow that. The market. What do we do to buy the market? The market is wood, planks, wool. And I'm pretty sure that has to be red wool. I'll try this. And what was the rest of it? A couple of planks. But I am pretty sure we looked last time. Yep. Bone meal. Speed things up. Tomatoes, beetroot. Good thing we only need one. Beetroot to that, and is it just 1 and 1, or do we need 8? Just 1 and 1. One marketplace. Now, a villager will come flying out of the sky and try to work on at this station. Do. Seeds, yep, nice. Could have brought mushrooms, I suppose. Jungle for 1 emerald. That comes from dust, but did we? Oh, swinging lanterns. Okay, 1 jungle for 1 emerald. I don't exactly call that a good deal, but hey, we don't really have a choice. Okay, over here. We are hoping we get a sapling from this as well. 1, 2, 3, no. I want the, what's it, jungle is I think 5 by 5. Not the growth of it. Its ideal growth area, I believe, is a 5 by 5. What can I compost? Or do we have more bones? Oh yeah, we only, yeah. Hopefully this is enough. 2, 3. Rude. Hoping everything's fine with the stream. Nothing is popping up that's terrible, but Twitch is a bit odd at the moment. One, two. Could have been a bit bigger. Although, that might be a decent size for a jungle. About 8, yeah. I'll take that actually. 2. I was hoping for 1 and done, but no. It's not the way. Wait. Okay, we'll just put that away. Doesn't look like a normal drink. No. Okay. Now, what are you? Ah. Interesting little piece. No. Trying to put it out of the way, and I'm making more work for myself than is necessary. Okay, what we're doing. Well, we made our emerald back. No, I believe we were working on this to get this. No, not that particular flower. Yeah, brown mushrooms. Ah, yes. Brown mushrooms and dye. Okay. Mycelium. Put 8 in and see our luck. 1, 2, 3. Two to go. Now, need more. I'll put these down over here so we don't actually lose them. Need more compost or bone meal. Either. 41 flax seeds. We might get 1 out of it. Sheesh. $67. Good thing we only needed one again. Okay. This, and then one mushroom, one dye. That takes cobble. Cobble. Do we... Nope, that turns back into dye. Can we just go like this? Yes, we can. Okay. Got ahead of that. Still don't know how we're going to do this. So once we get that fertilizer... I could be a fool. Floral? Yep, I'm a fool. We could have been doing that floral fertilizer. That is a bother. This stuff comes from sifting dust. Well, should have some extra dust lying around, shouldn't we? Got it as a reward, I think. Get a useless stick. Always handy. Not. Put all that over there. Eat one of them. And try to get a bunch of bone meal. We need a bunch of bone meal, a bunch of dye, and then floral fertilizer. Then the floral fertilizer grows Botania flowers. And I knew that. I didn't even think about that. Because this is Botania grass. So it should grow the flowers very nicely. And if those grow nice and quick, we can use that as dye as well. Two bone meal. We can't actually use it to grow things because we need the bone meal for the fertilizer. So it's one of those issues, we can speed it up, but then we lose the ability to actually craft the ingredient. Eight left, and I don't know what that... I assume the parrot was going on about, because it sounded like a laugh in my ear. Three bone meal. So handy. It's better than none, but we could have done with some more. We should have been focused on it earlier. That's our problem. We did not think about it. How are you going? And just pop them back up. Sleep the night out, get something to eat. Okay. So we're waiting on things. Yeah, not doing that right now. We can get this somewhat going, I think. First book, iron in a book. No, we can't. Well, I guess first thing we should do. Oh no, we got iron. But we need. We need to just keep having the ability to craft things with leather. So, little at a time, because we got to a point where we actually should have thought ahead. Now, need a diamond pickaxe. One. Bucket. And I do not want to burn everything down. Should be fine. We get 2 buckets. And then 1 bucket. And mine these 2, and we should get 8 rewards, so that's 10, which is enough for a portal. Okay. Put that away. Portal will put all the way over here. That doesn't look dodgy at all. We're obviously going to get a bad nether spawn. But once we create the portal, we can see just how far away from everything we are. But yeah, this isn't going to be fun at all. Collect all this just in case going into the nether gets rid of it. Shouldn't, but you never know. Better safe than lose it. Now I'm drowning myself. It's always a smart thing to do. Okay. So we actually got to go into the nether to complete that. Okay. Get ready for a terrible spawn. And then render distance all the way up. Shh. There's literally nothing in like 32 chunks. And back through we go. Yeah. There's literally nothing in 32 chunks of us. Wow, that's 32 chunks in a square, I think. Still quite some distance that there's nothing. But at least like 16. 16 chunks all around that there is nothing. Thought our nether spawn was bad last time. That would have to come under being worse. Well, we done that at least. Don't know whether that's just decoration. Where's my cooked food? Where'd I put it? Yep. Really need to sort this stuff out, but who's got the time? Such a busy Minecraft world. I just don't have the time to sort out those chests. We need to find one of them or do something else. Nope. Find one of them or netherrack. Otherwise that whole quest line's done. Not going to waste them. Really? The guy spawned underground here. Well, that teaches me then, doesn't it? So we're still waiting on the Britannia stuff. Because I don't think we got enough for the floral. 4 color, 1 bone meal. How's this growing? One wasn't ready, I know, but it doesn't matter. We don't lose it. So we have to be getting close. Pretty sure you can't mix the colors anymore. We look at the recipe. I'm pretty sure they'll all be the same color. You used to be able to mix them. Ah, cactus. Pretty sure we got cactus as a reward. Yep. Could have been growing that. Okay, we need one more to grow. And then we should, I'm hoping, be able to floral fertilize the ground. Come on. We're seriously waiting for these things to grow. That looks like nearest. Come on. Can we get like a jetpack or something quite early? A wooden jetpack. Need leather. Means a lot more fishing rods and more everything else, and yeah. That's not a right now thing. Come on! Now, for you. Put you away. We had bone meal, didn't we? One of you. 1 and 4. Please work. I really, really want you to. Yes! We got flowers! Flowers! Gonna make the daisy and mana generating flowers. Endo flames. No, the easiest to use. I don't know whether it's the easiest to get. Well, I suppose we eventually we'll end up with a bunch of these flowers. Now this is to create that petal. Yeah. Oh, 8 more. Nice. Teeny potato. Okay, whatever. A bucket. 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 Where did I put the buckets? Right there. I'll actually require 2 buckets, please. Now, whoa, there's a hole under there. What? That's dangerous. Could be my fault, but what? What? Is that the rain shield thing working? Like, what is going on? If I die all of a sudden, I'm going to cry. Now we make an infinite water source. Because we need to fill that up every single time. I'm pretty sure. That's what. That's what that seed is for. I forgot that for a second. Where'd it go? That never left the inventory. We will keep those ones out of there. So, nope. Q. And then seed. Oh, that was a flux seed either. That's interesting. Okay. This little pile of ground will be no more. I should really create a basic shovel. There really is no reason why I shouldn't. Once we clear this, we can progress a little quicker. Because we will be able to get the rock and the... Oh. Means we need to smelt a bunch of stone as well. But the rock and the wood. Now. Nope. We just simply go like this. And it does its little magic. Why you got water in it? That's weird. Now, the next step is... Oh, we got the stone for it. How do we make it endo flame? 2 brown, red, and a grey. Need this mana pool, which is a living rock, and spreader takes a flower, gold, and the living wood. Well, come on, hurry up. What do we get? Floating pure daisy. Well, we'll test this out, actually. If we put that there. Are you seriously going to work? That works. That is super cool. Okay, that's 8 of that. That will make 8 of that. Yeah, it looks like it's going to work. Flour. Since we can make this, I am going to just do this. not seeing a bunch of the flowers we needed. Oh, it grows a mycelium. Floral stuff must just ignore whether it's botany or not. Now we need a pickaxe for that, obviously. No, not gonna waste that. And then back to this. Then mana pool. That's easy enough. Mana pool. And we need 1 bit of gold. And one of these flowers. Flower, gold. Don't think these have to be planks. Eh, maybe they do. I'll double check so we don't waste it. No. Ah, it's a petal. One mana spreader. That should be the stick we need. So, Ender Flame, which this is. That's probably the most appropriate spot. Then that up top, that. Okay, we need some wand. Do we get it as a gift? Mana splitter, that's not quite. Ah, here we are, Wand of the Forest. Okay. Need another flower. What do we have a lot of? Not much. We'll just make 2 red ones. Twigs? No. Planks to twigs. No. Oh, really? Must be diagonal like that. 1, 2, 3 twigs. Twig, twig, twig. There we go. Now, you, there, you, there. Okay, since that's not actually creating any mana, because we forgot an important thing. Okay, well, where's all my wood? I don't know if I smelted it all. Fine. This can burn, I think, 5 at a time, because there's a slight reduction in, like, within the reset time. Are you doing anything? That works like a daisy. This exo. That's what we want, isn't it? No, endo, isn't it? Yeah. What's an exo then? Exo. It's not any of the ones we want. 2 brown, a red, and okay. What are you? For a second, I definitely thought that was actually gone. Okay, functional, but to do what? We really should create that book that Botania has. But yeah, need a red. Need a brown. 2 brown, grey, and a red. Brown, 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 brown. Brown? No, that's grey, not brown. I swear we picked up a couple of browns. Whatever. So we got that. Plant one and do the other. Huh. And now we got more stuff. We can create more of the flower fertilizer thing. Get some more of the flowers. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Three. We need brown. 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 Seems like we can craft a bunch of different things. So we'll actually I'm not sure if the browns are interchangeable, like the mushrooms and the brown flowers. Yeah, how do we... really? It's integrated in a lot of recipes, whatever mod that is. Pedestals. No, I want one of them. Brown mushrooms. Brown mushroom can. They look interchangeable. Okay. So we need 2 though. Unfortunately, my chests are a mess, and I don't know where anything is. But once we find our mushrooms, well, come on. There. 2 mushrooms. Need 1 more of that. And then we got a grey. And we should be able to plant this. Yep. Then we just bone meal that and it grows into a 2 high. That's how you farm those. Eat a tomato. What am I doing? Red. Red, grey, 2 brown. Okay. Come on. Get up. starting to regret putting these where I did. They're nice and out of the way, but I can't get them. Okay, this should work. Should. Two of you. Turn around. Run over here. We will need a seed, but flaxseed might actually work. I swear I saw. Yep, any sort of seed. So they changed that recipe. Okay, now you go there. Let's throw out 5 of you. That should eat it. Mana transfer. You go there. You go there. Oh yeah, we are progressing. Loading something. I didn't read it. We got the daisy. We got the wand. Is it going to pop up red? If it pops up red, then it might be a bit bugged out. Yep. That's a bother. I'm sure we'll want that. Okay, we're not there yet. We are certainly not there yet. Mana diamond. We're almost there. Yep. Virtually nothing. Overgrowth seed, floating white flower. What is a floating white? Just white flower, really? Okay. Now there was other stuff we could do with Botania. I forget why. It was a good thing that we had it. Or have it. Or get it. Whatever we're talking about. Pardon me. Maybe this stuff, like transforming. Oh, wait. I remembered. We need sieving. Sieving. Ew. We'll make all the other stuff eventually. There. Okay. 1 bit of iron, please. Amethyst. How did we get amethyst last time? Was it a quest reward? I would have thought doing that would have been at least an achievement. Okay. We'll just keep it there because I don't know the differences. Ooh, a black lotus. That's a good source of mana. Oh, we get end. Oh, yes. Okay, let's have a look. The mana. Mana sieve. Yeah, we need that. I don't know where we get at. Ah, end stone. Netherrack. Dust. Same stuff. Same stuff. Same stuff. Do we get more of it? I don't think so. Oh, 40% chance at 30, so maybe slightly better. That's a bother. Amethyst. Amethyst. We had to have got it from a quest or drop or something. Oh, how did we end up with it? You. Observe one. But how do I observe one if I can't get one? Platinum bottle. XP. That need ender pearls. That gives us a bone meal. That's handy. Got those from mobs. The chest monster. Oh yeah, we could do that if there's enough stuff in the fishing pond. And creating all that. Did we end up with anything useful? It don't look like it. So we are progressing. But we are not necessarily lost, but in a state of lost-ish. Because we don't know how to progress in some areas. And that is actually stopping us from achieving. Okay, let's have a look at these quests and maybe we're missing something. We'll start up here. This gets us a pumpkin. I don't think that's that important. This gets us that. That was not of any use. Get that, then we get one of these. But we need to get one of these. Who drops them? No one. Crushing thing? Okay, well, remember that. What was that? Was something in my ear. No? Okay, this crushing thing, because we got that as a reward. Copper. Compressed cobble. Not that hard. I think this is the way we got to go. I think based on the rewards, that is also the way they wish you to go. How do we get flint? Gravel, obviously, but is there an easier way? Shovel and gravel. Gravel. Okay. Gravel. We'll have to break down some more. Hammer. Then the squeezer. Do, 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 do. Now we wanted gravel for flint for what? I forget. Nope. What'd I do? Shaders reloaded. What shaders? Block of flint. Okay, got a block of flint. Now we need copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Just click on the right thing. A bunch of stone. Yep. Probably be best to actually just go this and a stack of cobble and 8 coal. That's enough. Now, put that away. One, possibly like that. Yep. So we're just waiting on this. We needed like 6, then 8. So 6 and 8 is 14, I think. Do we have any leftovers somewhere? We have 9. Yep. Okay. Nope. Craft on a normal crafting table. Then the compressed was something like that. Didn't expect to make 4. Iron. We have more iron. Where is there? Is it? Yep. So we need 2 of them. Then we have one of these, and this probably takes power. Yep. What mod is it? Cyclic. Cyclic does not have power. Do, 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 do. So power, power, power. No. Coal jam. Suppose we could just use a bunch of our iron. Yep. Like that. And 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we build it now? Of course not. We can build it now. Okay, that goes there. Hopefully, just spits it out to the side. Now this should just work on it like this. Yay! We're getting power! Not very fast. Glass, glass, glass. Why we got power? Because I do not know whether it holds it. One of you, one of you. Nope, this one. Hey, 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 hey. Where'd you... Well, don't make a mistake with that. Or just turn that always on, off. What? What are we trying to create? Amethyst, I think. %30 chance. Okay, that goes there. Doesn't get used. %30 chance of this turns into amethyst. I'm hoping that we get lucky. That is sand. Seems to be working fine. Not building up any more power, though. Okay, this is quite expensive. Can we break this down somehow? Are we doing it wrong? Nope. I have no idea what it's doing now, but I'll let it do its thing. Doesn't see. No, we want tinted. Tinted, tinted. Can be bartered from piglins, but I don't want to. This seems the correct way. It's just not working. Come on, spit one out right here. So we got this, this, and we just do the whole lot. We either get it or we don't. Yep. And I don't want to have to build a bartering farm just to get amethyst. Like, really? That's fun to who? Do all that just for a bit of amethyst? I don't think so. Of course, it broke up. That is sand. That is not what I want. We'll just run this. I have no idea. So it looks like we're not getting any amethyst. Can we convert something? Like, all these you need amethyst to get amethyst. That doesn't help us at all. And we got a bunch of... Whoa, burning myself. And yeah, I don't want to go trading with the pigs. No reward for anything. Oops, wrong button again. How about the bees? Is there a reward somewhere here? Not by the looks of it. Anyway, here. No, it must just came from a drop or something. I honestly have no idea where to go with that. That's actually a stopping point. Because yeah, if we can't get something, unless we get butter with the pigs, that doesn't sound very fun. I think we made a bunch of progress. So I think... Oh look, I got a little heart on my belt. And I picked up this little fist thing. It does increase damage. But yes, I think since we can't figure out what's going on, and it's almost 3 hours streaming, we are actually stopped by not knowing where to go. And instead of it being like a bunch of different time and probably spend like half an hour, I'm going to do it off camera and figure it all out so I can look smart on camera. Wow, smarter than I would otherwise. But until then, bye-bye. Wait, still here? Look at my face.